Oh guys, how good is this? This is what Cape York is all about to me. This is it. This is why we come up here for nights like this. It's just absolutely beautiful. There's this huge rock formation going on in here. I might send the drone up in a second, show you. The sun's setting over the hills over there. We were just out on really flat country and now we're coming through this beautiful range. It just lights me up. This is what Cape York's about, just the vastness. Guys, great to have you all back for another episode. I just want to give you guys big thanks for all the support we're getting. Dan and I were absolutely stoked with the feedback and the subscribers and all that. We really appreciate it, so thanks heaps. So who's ready for another adventure? I know I sure am. I've just hit the dirt. Been in Weeper for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days now, doing maintenance on our big boat, the Big Noosa Cat. I'm on my way to a new spot that I'm really excited about. Now, the idea is I'm going to go and look for green tree pythons and take you guys with me. So I'm in Cape York, the northernmost tip of Australia, Cape York, Queensland. I don't have Dan with me again. I'm on my own, just me and Marley. And we're going looking for green tree pythons. Now, my business partner and good mate, Nick, he's a genius when it comes to reptiles and all wildlife really. And I've learned a lot off Nick about reptiles in particular. And we've done a lot of time in the bush exploring and looking for certain species, and the green python in particular. And we've found them in a spot called Iron Range National Park, which is on the east coast of Cape York near Lockhart River. Beautiful, beautiful national park. It really is a marvel of nature. There's just so many endemic species that, endemic meaning that they're only found in that one little patch of rainforest, basically in the world. Some of these species are found in New Guinea as well, and a couple of the Indonesian islands, but as far as Australia goes, they're only found in this little national park, and it's just a dense, ancient rainforest, and it really is amazing. So I will do an episode there, but I'm going to try somewhere new that I'm excited about. Now this spot is called the Kilwraith Range, and I think it's quite high, so it's going to be interesting. We sort of cross the Great Dividing Range from where I am on the west coast, and then we come up into the Kilwraith Range, and we're going to be bordering on a national park. Now I'm pretty sure I don't have to go into the national park, but yeah, basically we're going to be looking for green tree pythons in the Kilwraith Range. Now that involves spotlighting at night. It's basically not the only time you'll find them, but it's going to be a lot easier, but then it's going to be hard to film them with the GoPro, so you're going to have to stick with me, and I'm going to do my best with the GoPro and head torch and spotlights on the ute and all that, and hopefully make it happen. So yeah, this Wild Reaches thing is basically about taking you guys to some of the most remote, you know, these really wild locations in Australia and show you what Australia has to offer. But there's also a selfish reason there. That is that Dan and I we love the bush, we love exploring, and I mean, I could take you back to Iron Range right now and probably find these green tree pythons, but it's nothing new for me, you know. I will do it because it would be good, not just for the green tree pythons, but just for Iron Range. It's a beautiful spot. I'd love to show you. So we will do that on another episode, but yeah, I want these episodes to be about, well, I want Wild Reaches to be about us discovering new spots too. I mean, I think that's part of it, where you get to see the excitement and feel the excitement through YouTube, coming from Dan and I as we see it for the first time. I mean, that's pretty special. So I don't know what to expect here at this spot. I'm hoping I can find them. I know they are in there, but the main objective is green tree pythons. It is 12:30 right now, and I'd imagine it's going to take me about 4.5 to 5 hours to get there, depending on the road. So it should be perfect timing. I'm hoping to get there just before dark, pull up, have a bit of a break, maybe have a cup of coffee and a bit of dinner, and then it's going to be a late night driving and spotlighting. So really excited, and I'm pumped to take you guys along for the ride, and let's do it. Let's see what the Kilraith Range has to offer. Some more mountainous kind of country up here. I can see a range up there, which I'm pretty sure would be the Great Dividing Range, looking at the map. So I'm not sure if it looks like we do cross through the Great Dividing Range, and we're looking for the Kilraith Range a little bit further on, which is I don't know, I mean, I've never been in here, but I'm assuming when we start crossing both of these ranges, we're going to come through gullies which should have a bit more rainforest, and that's what we're looking for to find these green tree pythons. So, coming up with a soft spot here. Oh no, it looks alright. Two-wheel drive. It's a big dry creek bed. Yeah, I assume we need, for these green tree pythons, well, not assume, but everywhere I've found them in the past is in dense rainforest, so that's what I'm looking for. And I assume I'll find that in the range up here, like in the undulating ranges. So then I'm excited. I'm pumped to see what's up here. The track's just getting narrower and narrower, as you can see here. It's a bit more unkept the further I go. So I might get out in a second. We'll see how the track goes. We'll have to lock the hubs in, and this is cool. It's getting much better. Look at this. Bit more of a bush track, bit more of an adventure, and just goes to show that not many people get up in here. So yeah, this is exciting. So unfortunately this is the second time this has happened in 2 or 3 weeks. In our last few missions we've been stopped in our tracks. I don't have access to get in here. I didn't know exactly who to contact, and now that I've seen this sign, sorry, my phone was just, I was ringing someone. It blows my mind, we've got reception up here in the middle of nowhere. What was I saying? Yeah, the Southern Kunju, I think you pronounce that. Southern Kunju people, this is their traditional land, and we don't have permission yet to get up in here. And I am going to seek it, I'm trying now. Amazingly, we have phone reception up here. So I'm going to make a few more calls. I've spoken to the Mayor of Lockhart River. He's given me a contact in Cohen, and I'm just trying to get onto her now and hopefully get permission to go up in here, because this is pretty untouched land, and it's got the green tree python, which we are really keen to find. Looking at these tracks here, it doesn't look like anyone's been in here in a long time. The gate's open, but yeah, I'm not going in without permission, so I'm going to make some calls.
You have reached the message bank of 0408.
Mate, wrong number. I know her, but this is not her phone.
Oh, okay. Any chance I can get her number? I'll just grab a pen.
Yeah, I don't have it on me. You can call a work number tomorrow.
Oh, they won't be there now?
No, actually, she won't be back for most of the week. She's gone to Cairns for some meetings.
Okay. I'm trying to get access into the Southern Kunju lands, traditional lands, and...
Yeah, no, if you're trying to do it in the next week, it's not going to work out.
Okay. All right.
Is that when you're around now, are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in there right now.
They're a nice little animal. I've been on a few of those trips myself. They're kind of all over the place up there.
Are they? Oh, don't tell me that. All right. Okay. All right, mate. Thank you.
Good on you.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
How disappointing is that? To hear that they're in there, where I wanted to go, and we can't get permission to get in there at the moment. The only person that can give me permission is away. Oh, I'm gutted. But yeah, like I said to him, you got to write down the contacts of these people, and you know, certain people around the Cape to get into certain areas. And before Dan and I come up next, we'll just have to make a heap of calls and make some plans. You can't do anything last minute around here. Just, you know, if you want to get permission to get into somewhere, you need to have time up your sleeve. A lot of people say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, but it just doesn't sit right sometimes. You know, this is their land, and yeah, got to follow the rules. All right, well, I'm going to come up with another plan. Don't know what yet, but we'll start heading back out of here to start with, and then down the coast a bit. Well, really disappointed about that, guys. Feel like I'd let you all down, and yeah, I'm just gutted. You know, you drive all the way into a spot like this, and you're stopped in your tracks like that. It's pretty frustrating, but it's all part of it, I suppose. It's all learning and building connections. I just spoke to a really nice guy down in Cohen who works with the traditional owners of these lands, and the lady I need to talk to is actually away, so there's nothing I can do right now, but having her name and contact details is just so helpful for next time. So just gonna have to start planning these things in advance a bit more. Like, I always plan a trip, but to plan the access as well, we do a lot of the time, but sometimes you just don't know, like there's so many clans, you don't know who to contact, and it can be quite tricky until you actually get up in there and see a sign or talk to locals or find out who you need to talk to exactly. So anyway, we're done and dusted here. It's nice to know that they are in there. He's been up in there himself, the guy I spoke to, and they're definitely in there. So that's really exciting. It's very hard to turn around and leave, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm thinking I'm going to head back up the Cape and try Iron Range. I'll have to drop Marley off either at a mate's place or the police station, or I think there's a... Anyway, I'll work that out. And I've got a mate up there in Portland Roads, and I can probably leave Marley there with him while I go and explore. So let's see how we go. We might still see a green tree python tonight. Anyway, gotta get back out this track now and head up the Cape before it'd be good. Like we'll be driving, 4 o'clock now. Got another hour, like 2.5 hours of daylight, so we'll be up there just before dark. Sometimes when I get to these spots, I like to just shut the motor off and just listen to the wind and the water running through the rocks here. Listen to all the birds, and it just calms you back down, sort of brings you back to reality and gets rid of all the stresses that you feel like you're going through. Makes you realise it's not that stressful. And look how beautiful this is, look up here. It's like going back in time. It's just stunning. And you can see there's cattle tracks here. So cattle have been moving through here. So beautiful here. This. I reckon I'm going to get in here and have a quick wash, and we've got a big drive now back up the Cape to get to Iron Range, where we'll hopefully find a green tree python. But yeah, it would be nice to have a wash. Look at it just meandering down through there. You can just see it sort of turning corners and coming back. The thing that I love about nature is that it's just never ending. Like, us humans are just grinding away in the cities, stressing about things and feeling like all the world's weight is on our shoulders, and everything in the moment is all that's happening. Everything in your moment is what you're worried about is the biggest thing happening. And out here, day in, day out, it's like on the beach, the tides keep moving and the fish do the same thing. And then out here, this creek just runs all year through the same trees. The birds are doing the same thing. It really does just bring you back down to reality. I'm going to have a wash and get on the way. How's that? hard to find running creeks this time of year. Everything's starting to dry up. So when you find one like this, like the Wenlock River, you know, it's really special. Obviously runs all year, so it'd be a really rich sort of river system, ecosystem for fish and birds and everything, pigs. Everything would be hanging around here because there's water all year round. All right. Quick update, guys. We're making good ground. It's about 5:30, and I reckon we've got another hour of sunlight. So we're nearly at the turn-off. I think I'm on the Peninsula Development Road at the moment. I'm actually on a nice bitumen section, which is a bit of a treat. But yeah, I think we're getting close to the turn-off, and then from memory, I think it's about an hour or so into where we probably want to start spotlighting. So I reckon we've nailed the timing. I reckon we're going to get in there just after dark, probably, you know, I'm talking like pretty much right on dark, so I might pull up and have a bit of a bite to eat, and yeah, I left the spotlight in the boat, so I'm going to have to take the cover off the boat and pull out of the park, grab the spotty, and I'll do that just before dark. This is, as you guys know, this is one of my favourite times to be on the road, so I'm really excited. You know, the sun's nice and low, you get nice shadows across the road, and the landscape just looks a lot nicer. It's not as harsh, and it's obviously a lot cooler too than in the middle of the day. And for that reason, all the wildlife's out moving around, so you got to be a bit more careful. You got to have your eyes on the road and slow down a bit, but there's a lot more to see, which is really nice. So let's hope we have an exciting night. The last thing we're going to do is find them. So that's always a bit of a mission, and got to put in the hard yards to find them, but it always pays off. So let's hope for the best. guys, how good is this? This is what Cape York is all about to me. This is it. This is why we come up here for nights like this. It's just absolutely beautiful. There's this huge rock formation going on in here. I might send the drone up in a second, show you. The sun's setting over the hills over there. We were just out on really flat country and now we're coming through this beautiful range. It just lights me up. This is what Cape York's about. Just the vastness and the freedom that you feel when you're out here. It's just spectacular. But anyway, this is the last bit of light we're gonna have. So I'll send the drone up quickly and then I'm gonna get into here in the boat and pull the spotlight out. And it's 6:15, so we've still got a fair way to go. We're just about to cross the Pasco River. Now this part of the Cape is really special because we just crossed the Wenlock River, which almost cuts the top of the Cape in half. We are right over on the east coast near Lockhart River, and we just crossed the Wenlock, which if you look back to our first episodes, we were in the Wenlock, which flows into the Gulf way over on the west coast. And we just crossed the like right up in the upper reaches in the little freshwater stream side of it. But in the wet season, it's flooded and you can't get in here. So you've got the Wenlock back there, and then you've got the Pasco up here. There's probably about 30 to 40 kilometers between the two. And in the wet season, they're completely flooded and you can't get in here to where I'm going now. So it's a very special part of Cape York. And just listen to that. It's just like nothing but nature, birds and crickets, and it's just magic, absolutely magic. I hope you guys can feel this or sort of sense this through YouTube. Anyway, I'll send the drone up. All right, sun's gone down and I've got the spotlight out. Cover back on. We're ready to go. I'm so excited. So we got the spotlight, head torch ready, GoPro, got some dinner, avocado and crackers. I'm absolutely pumped. So excited. I love doing this stuff. I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. I haven't got the faintest idea, but I'm just going to keep driving until I find a green tree python, hopefully. I'm just excited to see any reptiles really. I'm sure we're going to come across something. So and then deal with finding a camp later. I think that's half the excitement, just the unknown. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good night, guys. So hopefully I can capture it on the camera, on the GoPro. I just sussed out a little setup with the head torch and hopefully it'll work. So let's hit the road. Well, we're about halfway into the night. It's about 9 o'clock and I haven't seen anything yet, not a single reptile, and definitely not a green tree python. So I say we're halfway into the night because I've basically done one stretch of, one lap of the stretch that I'm expecting to find them, and I'm going in like first gear. I'm going so slow, spotlighting just out the driver's side. So now I'm spinning around and I'm going to go back and do that same stretch, looking out the other, well, still looking out the driver's side, but obviously going the other direction and the other side of the road, and hopefully find one. It's getting late. Weird to not see any snakes at all on the road, but I've lost a little bit of the motivation that I had, but I'm still quietly confident. I mean, I know they're in there, so it's just persistence really. So, alright, hopefully I'll see one up track here and I'll get the camera back out. Well, on the upside I just found a block of chocolate in the fridge, so I'm pumped again. I'm stoked. Got some nibbles. I just had a nice little smoothie, and and we've still got a couple of hours to kill, so let's find a green python. I reckon we're going to do it. Turn the spotties on, get this light out of my face, and we'll be back into it. I've just called it a night. I'll just slow down a bit here. This light's super bright in my eyes, but it's the only way I can do it with these GoPros. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm absolutely buggered. It's nearly midnight. We've put in about 4 hours tonight trying to look for these green tree pythons, and done about 450 odd kilometers to get to here on dirt tracks, and yeah, we just can't find any. Like, everything just seems dead tonight. I saw one snake and one green white-lipped tree frog, and which is just really weird, Sometimes you get that with reptiles. It'll be like, sometimes it's just red hot and they're just all over the road, and it's really wild, And then other nights like tonight, I don't know whether it's a bit cold or what, but they're just, yeah, there was just stuff all on the road. Like, to do 4 hours driving in a remote spot like this, where I know they're normally about, and not see anything is really strange. So anyway, I need to find a camp, roll out this little swag of mine, and get a bit of sleep, and then put in a big day tomorrow. I'll come up with a plan in the morning when I wake up and have a coffee and fill you guys in on the next adventure. So I'm really sorry we didn't find the green tree python. I'm thinking I'll come back up with Dan and we'll dedicate, a couple of days to finding them, so we can show you guys, because they really are such a cool critter. So yeah, I'm not going to forget it. You guys will get to see one if you hang around, subscribe, do all that stuff, so you don't miss it. But yeah, Dan and I'll come back in and we'll find one. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night, put the camera down and get up the road here to find somewhere safe to camp the night.